Hello students of class 10. Previous day I gave you some summary of your first chapter, a letter to God. Now I am going to complete the remaining part. As you know that when Lenko's field was totally destroyed and he had no option, there was none to help him. That's why he thought about an old saying, no one dies of hunger. Whole night he remained awake, and next day early in the morning he went to the city post office, bought paper, stamp, and started writing on the public writing table. In this he wrote, God, due to hailstone, my totally crops destroyed, and I need 100 pesos in order to support my family and till next crop comes. And after writing that letter, he put the letter in the envelope and dropped in the mailbox. When post office employees came to scan the letter, they found the address written on the envelope, to God. In their whole life, they have not seen such an address. They didn't know this address. That's why first the post office employees took that envelope and went to the postmaster. Seeing that address, postmaster started laughing, but all of a sudden he became serious. He thought of a man who had such deep faith on God. That's why he decided that he would not break this man's faith on God. But when he opened the letter and read it, he found that to answer that letter, only pen, paper, ink was not sufficient. That's why he gave some part of his salary, requested several of his friends to give some money, and several friends were ready to give something in this act of charity. In such way, postmaster became able to collect more than half. It means 70 pesos. He put that money in the envelope and waited for Lenko. Next day, when Lenko reached to the post office to ask if any letter had come for him, postmaster wanted to hand him letter himself, as he wanted to see the surprise on his face. But he found that there was not a slightest surprise on his face. Such was his faith. He had no any surprise. He knew very well that as he had demanded money, certainly God would send him. But when he opened the letter and counted the money, he found that only 70 pesos were in the envelope. Once again he bought paper and wrote another next letter in which he described, God, out of 170 pesos reached to me. Send me the rest because I need it too much. But don't send me through mail, through this post office, because these post office employees are a bunch of crooks. This is the ending of the story. But here, two questions arises. The first contrast is between man and man, and another contrast is between nature and nature. The persons, postmaster who helped him, Lenko blamed on him. This is the contrast between human and human. On the other hand, nature provides us good crop, and on the another hand, it destroys it also. So we find two contrasts. But it is said that faith can move mountain. Lenko has such a faith on God, and due to his faith, people helped him, and he didn't know that post office employees had helped him. He knew only that certainly as he had demanded help from God, God had helped him. This is the story of a letter to God. Okay, rest next day.